Well, for the second time this month, demonstrators took to the streets in southwestern China to protest against a planned oil refinery and petrochemical plant. As Ivan Watson tells us from Beijing, it shows a growing concern over environmental issues in China.
Demonstrators in the southern Chinese city of Kunming defied a huge police presence and crackdown on Thursday and turned out into the streets, more than 1,000 of them, to voice their opposition to a plan for a controversial new oil refinery and chemical plant that they fear will pollute their city with a carcinogenic chemical known by the acronym PX. And they came out, despite at least some arrests of some of the demonstrators, to voice their opposition. Take a look at this clip that was posted onto YouTube showing one of the demonstrators confronting the mayor of Kunming, who came out to speak to some of the protesters.
I have a few demands. First, media should be allowed to report this event and let people hear our righteous appeal. Then there should be a public vote on the project that involves every citizen. All procedures of the vote should be under supervision, and the result must be made public through media and internet. Third, peaceful protests like this one in Kunming are protected in any other country. You can persuade us in a nice way, but it's not right to stop us, separate us, and lock us down.
Now, this is the second public street protest this month in Kunming against this controversial oil refinery. Now, earlier this month, the city authorities and some of the state corporations that are behind the oil refinery project, they came out and tried to assure the population that the refinery would not pollute the city. But it's clear that there's a fair amount of distrust among some of the natives there, many of them saying, we don't want the air in our city to turn as gray and polluted and toxic as it is here in Beijing. As you can see, it's a very smoggy day here, some days clearly unhealthy here. The environmental movement here is growing. There are growing incidents of public dissent, people very worried about the environment simply because it is a matter of public safety and health for the Chinese population. Ivan Watson, CNN, Beijing.